Hi, and welcome to your Microsoft project tip. Today I'm going to show you how to create a budget indicator and a flag for how well you're performing in terms of your budget. So right now I put an indicator right now in this project, and I wanted to show you how you can actually create this indicator. Indicator will come up like either green, yellow, or red, the typical flag colors, and it's going to show you how well you're performing in terms of your budget. So let me show you how you can do that within a budget and putting it within our actual summary task. So not in the individual task. So I'm going to put it within the individual task. So let's go ahead and create this type of flag that we have here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a new column. And I'm going to call that, let's go down to text. We're going to create a text field. So that's what it uses right now. I'm going to use a text field. And I'm just going to use text3. Let's use that text3 field. So now we have text3 showing here. We're going to modify the text3. I right-clicked here into this area, and I'm going to go into where it says custom fields. So now it's on custom fields, and I'm going to just rename that. Let's first rename that. I'm just going to call that budget flag. Okay. I hit OK here. So now it's the budget flag, and that's that field right there. It's going to be a formula. Okay, so it's going to ask me if you want to enable the formula, and I'll say OK. Well, I have a formula already created for the budget indicator, so I'm going to copy that formula over. So let me go over to that right now. So let me just hit OK for now. I can exit out of that. Let's go over to our budget indicator. Right-click here, custom fields, and if I go to budget indicator, and I'll see my formula if I click on it. And here's the formula right here. Let me just copy that formula first for everyone. Control C, and cancel out of this. And I'm going to go back to our budget flag. Custom fields, formula, and I'll paste that, Control V. Alright, so let's take a look at what this formula is telling us. Basically what it's telling us right now is that the formula is going to compute, and I have this within a blog post, so I'm going to refer to that blog post within the comments section, and it tells you based on what the baseline cost is, there'll be different type of values that'll be selected. It'll either be no baseline, it'll be over budget by 20% or more, or over budget, or on the budget. So we'll just go ahead with that for now. Okay, and we just hit OK. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to do some graphical indicators. So first thing I'm going to do before I do that is I'm going to do calculation for task and group summary rows. I'm going to use the formula as well. All right, for that. And it's going to ask me for the graphical indicators. So let's go with the graphical. We're going to click on the graphical indicators, not to have the data. We're going to have graphical indicators only. For non-summary rows, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go to summary rows. I only want these on the summary rows. So the summary rows, what are the values we're going to use? Well, I copied that over to Notepad just to make sure that I remembered what those were. And there were no baseline, over budget by 20% or more, or over budget, on budget, or under budget. You have to make sure that you have the right text exactly the way it is. So we got equals. So the value equals, and we have no baseline equals over budget. I'll create the images later. Equals on budget and also equals. Come on down here a little bit more. And what was that value again for the over budget? Over budget by 20% or more. Let's make sure we have that right. %, or more. It was more was lowercase, and it equals under budget. All right, so there's different values that are going to be associated with those. So the no baseline, I'm going to have that as a blank circle. For the over budget, I'm going to have it as yellow. For the on budget, it's green. Over budget by 20% or more, I want that to be red. And for under budget, I want that to be green. I'm just going to hit OK right now, because I have it all for the summary rows, and I have the images, and I have the values. So if I hit OK, OK, and there you have it. There are the different flags that are associated with each one of these things. Now I've created all the individual flags, and I could do one more thing if I wanted to. I could do my field settings here, and I want to align the title as being center, and I also want to align the data as being center. And there you go. The flags are all indicated here, and you can do the same thing for your summary task and project summary task. You can have the same type of indicators for the project summary task. So there you go. You have all the individual flags, and that's how you create an individual flag to show how well your project is doing. So you can see as yellow, it's over budget. You get you hover over it, tells you it's over budget. These are on budget, and everything's on budget so far. Well, that's it. Thanks, and thank you very much.